Oh, how sweet.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back to...
Good morning,
Good morning.
maybe add.
It's almost the afternoon now by the time we finish making these.
I wanted to do a breakfast mukbang.
Well, we
have pancakes, I've got porridge. I couldn't really decide what I fancied, but I'm just going to try and start
In this
with
pancake
porridge.
I have blueberries, if you can see. This one we have chocolate. It looks a bit like a disaster.
We attempted to make waffles.
I found this, I thought waffles is more clickable, coming from a YouTube perspective, you know, my YouTube brain, instead of pancakes all the time. However, I have a waffle machine, but it just didn't work.
Insert image.
It was just sticking.
It just wasn't cooperating.
And you're probably thinking, well, you should have oiled that pan then, shouldn't you? We did. A lot of oil, and it just kept on sticking,
So we've got good old pancakes, a classic dish on the Sophia and Cinzia channel.
I'm so good at pancakes now, I eyeball the recipe. I eyeball.
She does. You should have seen her.
And
You should have vlogged it.
And it still comes up, I eyeball it. No banana in this one. Kind of miss the banana. Also, I don't have any maple syrup, so I'm a bit sad about that.
Sorry.
But it's absolutely fine.
So, today we're doing a breakfast mukbang, and we're going to answer some of your questions,
Queries,
some of your
concerns,
girl talk, boy talk, let me get my phone, dilemmas, within, just so we can have a nice chill chat whilst we eat our breakfast. And if this goes up in the evening, I guess you can eat your dinner and do the same.
Not gonna lie, I was snacking on the pancakes up there as we were making them. May be true that I am already full.
We literally hadn't even started, just like, I'm already full. I was
So,
like, oh my god.
This may be a challenge, however I'll try and conquer the pancakes. I am just full at the finish.
You're that full already?
I did have a Trek bar before I came.
Oh,
because
rookie error.
I was ravenous when I woke up. However, I'm doing a juice cleanse on Friday. Not tomorrow because we're going to be out and about. I thought that'd be quite difficult, and I thought we want to eat some nice food in London.
Yeah. Okay, so the first question is, what happened to the party that you were planning?
Oh god, good question.
So if anyone doesn't know, we were kind of speaking about doing a 21st party.
But in general, more of a Sophia and Cinzia subscriber night out. But it just so happened we could do it around my birthday, 21st time. So, we were like, Bowery, aces, and then the aces, Bowery men were like, hello girls, let's sort this out. We're like, fantastic, this is happening. We met with them, they were great, they showed us a good time.
We met with them?
On Saturday, on the night out.
Oh.
We had brief chats,
It was all being spoken about. It was all like running in the pipeline, it was all looking quite positive. And then, I don't know it's in your hands, I don't really know what happened.
Well, and then I was waiting to hear, because he said I'm going to write something up, come back to you with some ideas.
You never did?
And he never did. But he did message me the other day, like, let's get the ball rolling, we've got to sort this out. I was like, yeah, we do, it's coming around soon. And he just hasn't replied yet, so I don't really know. So, we shall see. It may be happening, say, in October, but it may not be happening.
So it all seems a bit hit and miss right now. It all seems like it's a bit up in the air.
I don't want to pressure this man, you know? But then I feel like in business you have to.
It's a business arrangement.
So, we'll see. But at this point, it's probably 50-50.
We're going to keep you guys updated.
We will.
It's just it's a combination of factors.
There's a lot of logistics to it. It sounds
but we're going to keep you in the loop, so
if it is happening for sure, you will know
as soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
And we'll give plenty of notice, because I know people were saying like they wanted to book it off work.
Yeah, we're not going to like announce it on the fucking 1st of September and be like, it's on the 5th.
No.
Everyone come down.
So if it happens, you will have plenty of notice, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
This girl says, I have facts and evidence that my older sister is cheating on her boyfriend with her boss, who is twice her age. I am so stuck on what to do. I feel I can't confront her as it will cause a massive argument in our house. No one knows apart from me and it's exhausting. What do I do? What the hell? By the way, the dog's here. Hello, Coco. She's literally sat here.
She's like,
you can have my bowl when I finish.
Cocky. Let's put myself in the situation. So it was my sister. She was cheating on her boyfriend with her boss. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? I know what you're doing. That's what because I have that kind of relationship with my sister. I could be like, what the fuck are you playing at? Ooh. Lick up. What the fuck are you playing at? That's disgusting. Poor Matt. You need to break up with him. You need to sort this out.
I would definitely confront the sibling 100%. I wouldn't bring the parents in just yet. There's no need for that. I would literally just get your sibling aside and be like, look, I'm not snooping. I'm not trying to get in your business, but I know what's going on. Like, I know what you're up to.
I'll just be like, you need to sort this shit out because you can't live a lie now. This poor boy's probably in love with you and you're literally living a lie. It's disgusting.
But just be like, do you want to talk to me about it? Like, what's going on? True. Like, you don't have to keep it from me. Like, you can be there to help her. Don't be like on the aggressive, so otherwise she won't open up and talk to you. Do you know what I mean?
That's true. But I think just talk to her. Just be like, oi, I have one.
Maybe she wants to tell you, but she's worried of how you react.
Probably.
She doesn't want to be judged because she knows it's wrong.
I mean, she's not hiding it very well if you've got evidence.
Yeah, I know.
Is she?
No, not at all.
I really need advice about a boy. Please do a boy talk because I need your advice. Okay. I've been talking to this boy for ages, but he works away, so I hardly see or talk to him. He only wants something casual and rarely texts me, even on his day off. But every time I confront him, he says he's falling for me and I'm the one.
What?
I don't know what to do. My head's telling me boy bye, but my heart's telling me I really like him. I think it's because I'm so particular that it's rare I like a boy. Please help. Sorry,
that's like such a head fuck.
I think honestly, he's just, from an outsider's perspective, it looks like he's just trying to keep you in the loop, keep you in the lurch, so we can be like, Becky, come over.
When he needs you, when he wants you.
Yeah, and that's not cool. That's what it looks like, but you never know, he could be falling for you. But then it's like, if he was, he'd be texting you all the time and keeping you in the loop.
It's not complicated. Like, if you're falling for someone, you're going to want to talk to them all the time, see them all the time. Even if he does work away and he is busy, FaceTime, text. On his day off, he could have invited you to come and visit him. He could have come back to see you. Like, if he did genuinely really, really like you, you'd think that's how he would behave.
If someone likes you that much, you will know they do.
Exactly.
Like, they will make it.
You won't be questioning it. Fair enough, like, when you're dating in the early stages, like, oh, I'm not really sure, can't really get the vibe. Yeah. But if you're, like, a few weeks in, a few months in, you will know if that person is, like, into you or not.
And also, you should be able to feel the vibes, you know. You should be able to judge it if he is falling for you.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell, you're like, no, you know, you can just, intuition is a real thing.
Go sit down.
Porridge. Oh, who's watching on? We were saying earlier.
Do you think dogs enjoy their lives?
Enjoy their lives? What is he, what?
She sleeps, eats.
Hi
guys. We died.
We had a 15-minute interlude. I have a really good one, let's commence.
Okay. Yeah, we had to charge the camera, so sorry about that. Pancakes are a bit cold now.
Here we go. This is so good. I've been talking to a guy now for around 2 months. Okay. Been on a few dates, etc. Then we got a hotel. Not to have sex or anything, just to have our own space and enjoy our evening, etc. Okay. I went in a few times to kiss him, but he looked away and got his drink, pretending he was getting a drink. Now, he warned me he was shy, but this is too much. Like, he hasn't even kissed me. Then I spoke to one of his mates about it, just for advice, and they told me he's a virgin, 22 years old, and I didn't expect it. I'm not sure whether to ask him or not. What do I do? It's really quite a tough one.
Okay.
So she's dating a guy, he's not kissed her yet, he says he's shy, his friends say he's a virgin, but he doesn't know she knows that he's a virgin. And he's 22. Okay,
if it were me...
Number one, it's not a big deal that you're a virgin at 22.
It's not.
It's not.
And I think when you are a virgin, you think it's such a big deal. But as soon as you're not a virgin, you're like, it's not a fucking big deal.
That was fucking shit.
Yeah, there's no like... So he's obviously in the mindset right now that it's such a big deal, and he probably feels really embarrassed and really self-conscious.
He's very concerned about his performance.
Yeah.
You know,
and he's obviously just embarrassed because I think people you know, I can imagine if I was 22 and I was a virgin, I would be a bit embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be, but I think people are. So I think he is obviously a bit embarrassed. He doesn't want to, he's not going to want to tell you.
No, he's not going to tell you.
No.
Only if like it gets real.
So
you know,
I think you need to just make him as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
And if it were me, I think I would genuinely be like, look, like, I know, like, you're a virgin.
Yeah.
And I would be like, look, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't care. Like, it makes no difference to me. Like, it's cool. If anything, I really like that. I would love that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, great. Like, I'm
yeah.
So I think make sure he knows that you're like happy about it and you think it's a good thing.
Because if anything, like, the last thing you want is to go like him acting like he knows what he's doing.
Overcompensating.
And then you go into the act of love and you know he's never done it before, and then it could just be very awkward.
It's going to be so awkward.
Whereas if you make him know that you know, and it's not a big deal, that when it happens, you know, it can be kind of funny.
Yeah.
And it can be like more light-hearted instead of this serious. You know,
not him trying to feel like he's got to prove
exactly,
himself.
like he can just figure it out himself, and you can like, you know, just make him feel more comfortable instead of it being like,
time to shine.
time to shine, like, you know, like you should be a professional, like, you know, wow me, woo
rock
me,
my world,
rock my world, baby.
Yeah.
You know, I think defo just, but I, you know, and I think
it's not a big deal. Like,
I mean, he's probably not kissed girls very often then, if he's not even kissed you.
Yeah.
So even that,
he's just nervous about the whole thing because he probably thinks, oh, you know, she's got a bit of experience. I haven't, you know.
Yeah, he probably wants to kiss you so bad, but he just doesn't want to kiss you. You'd be like, that was a fucking shit kiss, and then never speak to him again. Seriously, that's obviously what he's thinking.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bless him.
Thoughts on the whole Frankie and Samira Love Island scandal?
Frankie can absolutely fuck off.
So if any of you don't know, if any of you didn't watch Love Island, there was this couple in Love Island. They've come out the villa and basically there's videos of Frankie kissing another girl, but apparently they're together and they've sorted it out.
I saw the fucking video.
Yeah, you saw the video?
Of him kissing the girl.
But they're back together.
Oh, she's an absolute wet lettuce.
I know. They've like made up
Fuck
and they're
off.
like, yeah.
He never liked her. I don't believe he ever liked her.
I don't think he did either.
I saw this video. He grabbed this girl's face and like, snogged her.
Oh my god.
It was blatant.
It's like Chloe and Tristan all over again.
But it's like she can do much better. I think he's literally
gorgeous.
She's fucking beautiful, like genuinely. I think he's just in it for the fame, and that's really pissed me off. Because there were also, look, you know, he stayed. There've been two. He had that girl in his hotel when Samira was in the villa, and he brushed that off as, oh, she was just a friend. She just stayed the night, you know, put her in my, you know, but nothing happened. Oh yeah, nothing happened. And then there's actual video proof.
So he's obviously a bit of a serial cheater.
He is. I don't even think he's good looking.
Great. I think it's the wrong reason.
The only thing he's got going for him is a six-pack.
But I don't know why Samira's not cut him off, because she seems very strong, independent, quite feisty.
She's quite a sucker for love.
Yeah.
She wants a love story. She wants love in her life.
Yeah.
You know, and if he's coming back being like, I'm sorry, baby, I will never do it again, I love you. If she's that type of person. He's
probably using like the new fame as like, oh, it's all this attention, I'm going off, blah, blah, blah. That's probably his excuses. But I'm not down for that.
No, me neither.
Okay, this girl says, what are your thoughts on casual hookups? Have you ever gone through a phase of feeling into it rather than having like a boyfriend and like dating someone?
Personally, I can't do a casual hookup. I have to
neither.
know the person quite well. You know, like I have to, it has to be feelings involved, 100%. I think we've talked about this before. For boys, they're just prodding something in somewhere. But for us, we're receiving. When did we talk about this before?
Some sort of get ready.
Like something is going into us.
You take something from it. You
very
literally,
personal. Yeah.
Like it's inside you.
And they're just
over.
And the boys just get to.
They get rid, and you receive.
Yeah. It's like, for example, it's like, say I was like, I'm going to put this finger in your mouth. Right? For me, that's not a big deal. For you, that's, you know, it's invasive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because for me, it's just, you know? But for you, it's personal.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
It's like when you go to the doctors and get an injection. The needle goes in you,
The needle doesn't care.
So you're left with a bit of a sting. You've got that, the stuff, the injection inside you, like it's in there. The needle just went in and out, no big deal.
No.
And that's what it is.
Science.
So I don't think there's anything against. I'm not against it.
No, not at all.
You know, if you're a girl that can do that, good for you, girl. And I think you've got to have a lot of confidence to get naked in front of a stranger.
Oh yeah, and you've got to be very secure. But I mean, there probably
You've got
girls who do it who are not secure in themselves. You can't say every single girl who has casual hookups is so secure in themselves.
No, but I would imagine that you would. I feel like you have to be really quite confident to be able to do that.
Yeah, and not to catch some sort of affection or feelings.
Yes, but personally, I can't do that.
Me neither.
I'd be an absolute emotional wreck.
Oh no, yeah, me too.
Okay, this is quite a long one, and this is actually kind of crazy. So she messaged me in May.
Oh my god,
okay?
this is insane.
She messaged me in May, and she said, "So I have a bit of a dilemma. I was in a relationship for 2 years. We broke up, but we continued to sleep with each other for 9 months. Then I moved to another country to get away from him. When I was deciding if I was going to make the move permanent, he came back into my life and we got back together for 5 months. We've now been broken up for a year, but they have slept together a few times. But the issue is that they keep on bumping into each other. They literally bumped into each other on Valentine's Day, in the supermarket, in a train station. The other day she was in a restaurant and he walked by. So she's saying, like, do you think it's meant to be? Like, we keep running into each other. And she literally messaged me today saying, I sent you a message back in May. I'm still in that dilemma. Please help. It will be 5 years this October since we first started our relationship. I don't think I'm in love with him, but I can imagine myself spending my life with him very easily.
It does seem like the universe is trying to get you back together.
It kind of does.
It kind of does, if you believe in that things. And if anyone follows Casey Neistat and Candice's relationship, and you've seen their videos about their relationship, they broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together, broke up, dated other people, blah, blah, blah. For like 10 years that went on, you know, and literally like 7 years, and now they're married, got a baby, having another one on the way. So it's like, some people's relationships do just evolve like that.
I think, I mean, it's easier said than done, but I would literally just be like, just see what happens. Like, don't try and have a plan or like an agenda. Like, just kind of live your life, do what you want to do, and just see what happens. And I do think, like, if it's meant to be, it will be. Like, if you run into him and you feel like you want to go and be like, oh, do you want to meet up for a coffee? Like, then say that, you know?
Just,
don't plan an action. Don't think something in your head. Don't be like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Don't jump straight to marriage in your mind.
No. Just don't even like plan out what you're gonna do. Just literally live your life and just see what happens. And if you are meant to be like a couple, then you will be. And you probably don't feel like you said you don't love him right now, which is understandable because
you've not been with him.
You've not really been together. No. But if you can see yourself spending your life with him, it's probably because obviously you know him very well. Like, it's someone that you're quite comfortable with.
He's clearly a very important person in your life.
Yeah, because it keeps, you you keep crossing. It's like a book. You keep crossing paths.
Don't rule him out, but also don't rule out
anyone else.
Anyone else. Like, if you come across anyone else you're interested in, don't not pursue that
because you're thinking.
But definitely don't rule him out, because it does sound like it is meant to be kind of thing.
Just keep an open mind. Someone else might come along, someone might not come along, he may come back, he might get a girlfriend. Like, it might get a bit sticky, so just keep going and just see what happens. How do you try to not overthink things? She thinks her relationship's going to end and it's not really even started yet.
Overthinking is, say someone texts you slightly differently than they usually do, you can overthink that and you will just think the worst in every situation. I know what it feels like.
I think it's definitely normal, and I think it's definitely normal at the beginning of a relationship. I think it definitely wears off, like, the longer you've been with the person.
True. But if you have been hurt before and people have left you before, then it is natural to think.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. And I think if someone says to you, like, oh, stop overthinking, you don't just stop overthinking. No. So I don't think you can really, like, stop yourself from doing it.
I think if you are overthinking, then just be like, not confront the situation, but just clear up the situation so that you're not overthinking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Be like, say to the guy, like, what are your intentions?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I guess there's obviously, there's something you're overthinking about, like whether that's, do you really like me? Is this gonna last? So, yeah, I guess you can like address like the things you are overthinking with your new boyfriend or the new guy you're seeing.
Overthinking is really unhealthy.
My boyfriend and I have taken some time apart because we're both really busy, and we've both said we can sleep with other people. I've recently been getting close to another boy and I'm really enjoying getting to know him, but now my ex is saying he wants to try again and I can't decide what to do. Help.
That is a very...
This is sticky.
Tough. Number one, I don't think you should ever have... Oh, but then it's like if he... Yeah. The whole sleeping with other people thing was
That's what makes it messy, yeah. I think...
If you like this new guy and you're excited by this new guy, pursue.
Yeah.
Because if you were so content and wanted to go back to your ex, you would know you want to. You'd be like, oh, no, I'm going back.
And I think if you did, like, really, you know, really love your boyfriend, I think... If you decided you want, oh, the ring light's not on.
Oh.
I did wonder why it was a bit darker. I do think, like, if you did decide to go on a break, if that was me, I'd be like, well, we're not sleeping with other people. That would be the first thing. So I think the fact that you were both happy with each other, sleeping with other people as you're on this break, is kind of a bit of a red flag, in my opinion.
He probably went out, so I'm going to see if I can try to find someone new. He couldn't find anyone as good as you, so he's just
So now he wants you back.
That doesn't sit well with me.
No. I think you should go with the new guy, just because I don't really feel like this boyfriend is the one for you.
Give it a go.
Because you've gone on a break anyway because you were busy, and I think you can both be busy, but you didn't have to go on a break if you were busy. Do you know what I mean? Like, lives can get busy. You don't have to go on a break. So
even if you were both as important, you know, if you were both really important to each other, you would make time. Doesn't matter if you're busy.
So I think
you're busy 24 hours of the day?
Yeah.
Oh, you were busy, so you had to take a break.
So I think that's the first thing where it's like maybe you weren't the perfect match. And then like letting each other sleep with other people, it's like, oh, like I could not imagine that.
Because even if you were both working, you know, 9 till 5, or say you worked a bit later, you'd still be like, well, see you after work, you know, I'll see you on your break.
You can make time somewhere.
If it was that important to you, to both of you, you'd make it work.
So I think maybe go with the new guy.
Yeah.
I would go with the new guy. I think maybe the ex isn't the one for you, I think.
So, do your boyfriends get annoyed or feel any type of way when you see a fit boy and mention that he is fit?
I don't really say that if I'm with my boyfriend.
I've never... That's disrespectful. I'd never...
No.
Like, if I was with my boyfriend and a girl walked past and she was beautiful and he was like, oh, she's fit, I'd be like...
I think I'd dump him on the spot.
I'd be like, excuse me. You'd feel so inferior and ugly, do you know what I mean?
No.
So I feel like... I mean, if we are talking about that, I feel like we'd both be like, oh, wow, he's got a great body. But we'd both be talking about it. It wouldn't be me being like, blah, blah, blah. He'll be like, look at his abs. I'd be like, whoa, those are solid abs. It'd be that kind of situation.
I think it just depends on your relationship. It just depends on like the vibe you have with each other. Like, just depends on your relationship. Like, I guess some couples would be like, oh my god, she's gorgeous, and they would both be agreeing that she's like gorgeous. So I don't think there's like a right or wrong answer. But personally, I wouldn't say those types of things. But that's because I know that probably wouldn't go down well in my relationship.
Okay, this girl's got a dilemma. Right now, I live in Germany with my boyfriend, but I could move to the UK to study there. However, my boyfriend doesn't want me to, and he doesn't want to move to London either. So the question is, should I go for it, move to London, study, potentially leave with my boyfriend, or should I study in Germany and keep my boyfriend? I mean, I could never be like, I'm fucking off to London, bye boyfriend. Could you?
I think it depends. I think if you genuinely really want to go and study abroad in the UK and the only reason you're not going is because of your boyfriend, I think you should go. I think you should go to the UK. I think don't let your boyfriend make that decision for you. Like, I get it, and I understand that you don't want to leave him because you're probably in love with him, but at the same time, if that's the only reason why you're not going to go, but that shouldn't be a factor, because he shouldn't want to hold you back. You know, if my boyfriend said to me like, oh, I want to do that, I'd be like, well, I mean, I don't want you to go to move to Australia, but I'm not going to be there like, no, don't move because of me. Like, I would never want to hold someone back like that.
But also, if you do love him and do want a future with him, don't jeopardize your relationship. Don't be like, okay, bye then. Because then you have lost your relationship if it is important to you.
But if it is,
maybe
like,
there are reasons why he can't move to London. He has to live in Germany. So don't be like, well, I'm going. You're not important to me. I think it's a very tricky one.
But if it is, like you said, like the person you want to be with, whatever, you should still be able to make it work. Just because you moving to London doesn't mean you're going to break up. London and Germany aren't that far away. You can still do long distance. You can still travel back and forth occasionally. You can still see each other. Like, it's not like and be all and end all, you know? Like, I know that it's such a difficult situation, but I think you have to think, like, what do you want to do? And what will you look back on and be like, I'm so glad I did that? To be honest, I think you'd be happy doing both. Yeah. But I just think, what if you broke up with your boyfriend and you were like, I didn't go to London, I missed out on all that, blah, 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 blah. Like, if this boyfriend is really the one for you, I think he would support your decision to go and study in London.
That's true.
And it doesn't mean you would have to break up. People do long distance relationships all the time. It's possible to do. Do you know what I mean? It's true.
And well, I think that's about all we've got for today.
I think we will end this episode here. This was mainly just a boy talk. It was supposed to be a Q&A/boy talk.
I quite enjoyed it though. I thought
I quite enjoyed
good questions.
Yeah.
I felt naturally drawn to answer.
And thanks for everyone who sent in their questions.
Yes, thank you very much. I
hope everyone had a good results day.
Oh, it is tomorrow.
But when you see this, it will already have been. So I hope it went well
and
for
also
people.
Remember, if you get E's, it's not the end of the world.
It's not
you
the end
will
of the
still
world.
probably be a successful person in life.
So don't panic. If you had a bad results day, it's not the end. We have bad results days.
Oh, it's not the end of the world.
Oh God. We love you all lots, and we will see you in a few days.
Bye.